In the modern area of technology, most companies are at least considering launching a cloud migration project, and a large chunk of them have already decided to make it happen. However, a few months after the honeymoon comes the harsh reality. Cloud migration has plenty of pitfalls. Today I will explain the right strategy, how to start your cloud journey, and the common pitfalls you have to avoid. In today's rapidly evolving digital landscape, utilizing the power of cloud is no longer a choice. Sooner or later, you cannot keep up with the competition because cutting-edge technologies, especially with the latest advancements in AI, will be primarily available as a cloud offering only. These cloud providers invest large amount of money into research and development to secure their position in the future of corporate infrastructure. The second reason is scalability, which enables performance and user experience like never before in human history. The last one is the automation capabilities in release and change management. This one allows cloud adopters to increase their release cycles from quarterly to intraday. Sounds impressive, right? Having said that, let's discover the dark side of the moon. I will share with you 5 specific areas that require your attention. One of the most common misconceptions about the cloud migration is the belief that it's cheaper than on-premise solutions. Well, the cloud providers did a great sales pitch here, but ask yourself if you have ever rented anything for the long term, for multiple years, that was cheaper than buying it. Imagine you rent a car on a holiday for 3 years. It's convenient, but definitely not a more affordable solution. It's also important to remember that cloud costs can quickly spiral out of control if not managed properly. Cost controls, optimization strategies, and choosing the right cloud products for your needs are critical. Pay-as-you-go pricing model can lead to unexpected costs as well. Initially, it seems cost-effective. However, without monitoring and optimizing storage usage, costs can skyrocket as data accumulates. Another example is over-provisioning that can be very expensive. If an e-commerce business migrates its website to the cloud but over-provisions resources to ensure peak traffic without scaling down the solution during non-peak times. To fully leverage cloud capabilities like scalability and adapt to new technologies, you must do digital transformation and application modernization. An online streaming service initially migrated its monolithic application to the cloud. While it's functional, they later realized they could achieve greater scalability and responsiveness by breaking the monolith into microservices, taking full advantage of cloud-native architecture. A retail company moved its databases to the cloud but continued to use traditional relational databases. They missed out on the benefits of cloud-native databases like AWS DynamoDB or Google Cloud Firestore, which offer scalability and high availability out of the box. I led software implementation teams in 4 large financial institutions. Let me ask a question. How often did you get feedback from internal or external clients that you are slow? Slow in terms of delivering a new feature, time to market, and slow in terms of software performance, response time, or throughput. If you did not get any similar feedback, there is a possibility that no one uses your solution or is not important at all. The fundamental reason why we have this all the time, like everyone else, your clients compare your solutions with apps from big tech providers like Google Maps, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, etc. Although these software have their own challenges regarding the scalability need, but in terms of complexity, they are not even comparable with ERP systems, core banking applications, or the business processes of any traditional large corporation. These apps typically have one primary function. So all in all, transforming legacy corporate software to adopt cloud features and benefits is a significantly more complex task than in the case of social media applications. However, it does not mean you are hopeless. Application modernization, cloud-native microservices, and refactoring is the right approach. Do not give into the temptation of lift and shift. Automation is the backbone of efficient cloud operations. One primary reason the cloud journey is worth the effort is infrastructure and release management automation. I'm sure you also want to turn your rigid quarterly release management process into an intraday deployment. Beside that argument, everything will be amplified in a cloud ecosystem. The number of microservices, servers, databases, everything. Automate everything using infrastructure as code frameworks like Terraform and cloud-based CI/CD pipelines is key for successful cloud adoption. This will help you not just achieve faster time to market and release cycles, but also decrease the number of errors caused by a missing setting or a lack of initialized test user or server upgrade. Infrastructure management with Terraform and CI/CD pipeline automation with AWS code tools are two different concepts, but deeply interconnected. Let me illustrate these concepts in action using an example. A team has a complex microservice-based architecture, including a virtual private cloud network with multiple subnets, service discovery, load balancers, EC2 instances from AWS, a few MongoDB and PostgreSQL databases, and a Kafka messaging queue. On top of it, the system is well monitored with KPIs to ensure auto-scalability and fault tolerance in place. A DevOps team has worked on it for 2 months to automate resource provisioning with more than 500 little components, including parameters, settings, security keys, test and static data. Every little piece that is required for complete operation. No manual task like granting access to system user. Everything is automated. It sounds like a tedious challenge, right? Here is the benefit. A project manager announced a new major release that requires end-to-end tests in a separate environment, identical to the production. The process works like this. The DevOps team hit Terraform apply. In an hour, the new system is ready to use. The dev team commits the changes to the code repository coupled with the new environment CI/CD pipeline. The CI/CD pipeline recognizes the code changes and kicks off the process. Code is compiled. Unit tests are executed and passed. Code builds creates a new image and stores it in the Elastic Container Registry. Code deploy, as the name suggests, deploy the new image to the new environment. Integration tests are executed. Finally, the project manager and the team get a summary of the deployment and test results. Furthermore, you can also automate the process of creating and destroying the new environment. This level of automation has never seen before in human history and empowers your core business that were once unimaginable. A successful cloud migration project goes beyond technology. It involves significant organizational changes. Preparing your organization for a cloud-based environment is crucial. It requires training and redefining roles and responsibilities as technologies shift. You have to bring dev and ops closer to each other. Financial institutions reorganize their teams to include both developers and operations staff. This shift allows for better collaboration, faster issue resolution, and increased agility, all of which are essential in the cloud. You must invest in cloud trainings for your IT staff. This ensures that team members can effectively manage cloud resources and respond to new challenges that arise during migration. Vendor lock-in can limit your flexibility and increase dependency on a single cloud provider. To minimize dependency on one cloud provider, consider using open source native software offered by the cloud or use cloud-independent open source alternatives. Terraform is an excellent example. Many tech companies use Terraform to define their infrastructure across multiple cloud providers. This approach gives them the flexibility to switch providers or deploy multi-cloud solutions without significant code changes. AWS, Microsoft, and Google also provide infrastructure as code frameworks for server and resource provisioning, but you better avoid them. An even more important strategy is using open source software everywhere. Choose to use open source databases, like PostgreSQL on the cloud, instead of relying solely on the cloud provider's database services. This ensures you can migrate to a different cloud or on-premise if needed. In conclusion, embarking on a cloud migration project is a significant step for any organization. By avoiding common pitfalls and addressing challenges such as cost management, application modernization, automation, organizational readiness, and vendor lock-in, you can ensure a smoother transition to the cloud. If you have any questions or would like more detailed information on any of these topics, please leave a comment below, and good luck with your cloud migration journey.